kids, today we'll start with our class 2 and the subject is science. So let's get started with the first chapter, which is our body. So we have many body parts, right? We have head, body parts, bones, muscles and skin. So I have a picture over here, my body, where we have eyebrows, eyes, nose, fingers, hands, elbow, stomach, leg, foot, so many parts of the bodies, right? But now in this chapter, we are going to learn about or to study about head, body parts, bones, muscles and skin. So we are going to learn about these 5 body parts which are very important in our body structure. Next, let's learn about the head part. The head is the upper portion of the human body which supports the face and is maintained by the skull. So this is a skull. Under this we have a skull which itself encloses the brain. So skull is a layer for the brain. It usually comprises the brain, eyes, ears, nose and mouth, all of which aid in various sensory functions such as sight, hearing, smell and taste. So brain is only giving all the instructions to the eyes, to nose, to mouth, everywhere. The brain is the instructory part where he tells about the sight, the hearing, the smell, the taste, and he tells to all sensory organs to function, right? Now the brain is the source of reason and the skull represent well. So brain, inside the brain is the main activity part, the skull is the outering or covering of the brain. Next we have a neck. The neck is a part of a body that distinguishes the head from the trunk. Trunk means your lower body part. So trunk is your lower body part. So the neck is a joint between your head and the lower body part. The neck supports the weight of the head and protects the nerves that carry sensory and motor information from the brain down to the rest of the body. So what does the neck do? It gives the support to the weight of the head, and it also have the nerves related to your body and also to the brain, by which whenever brain gives any function, whenever brain gives any instruction to your body, the nerves are connected from body to the brain. So therefore the things happen. In addition, the neck is highly flexible and allows the head to turn and flex in all directions. So therefore you can see your right, left, your in front, and also if you turn back you can see at the back, but you cannot move your neck at the back, right? But it's a kind of a flexible, so you can see in all direction. It is absent in fish and aquatic arthropods. So generally the neck part is not available in the fish and the aquatic animals. Okay, now we'll learn about chest. The chest is located on the upper portion of the body and it is the main part of the body. So chest is this your upper part of your body, right? The chest is the region of the body between the neck and the abdomen. Abdomen is your stomach, near the stomach, okay, and neck, so it is the center of the stomach and the neck. So this is your chest. The chest is the region, okay, along with its internal organs and other contents, okay. So the part of the body between the thorax and the pelvis is abdomen. Abdomen is which one? The stomach part. This is very in great knowledge, right? But you can call it as your stomach, which is in between thorax and your abdomen. Abdomen is your stomach part, okay. In scientific we call it as abdomen. The cavity of this part of the trunk contains the chief organs. So like in this we contain the stomach, the intestine and the liver. So in this abdomen we have liver, we have intestine, we have stomach. So there's a huge thing inside your body, okay. The upper limb or the upper extremity is a region of an animal extending from the deltoid region to the hand, including the arm, axilla and the shoulders. Upper limb is your upper part, okay. So upper part is just joined to your all your extending like arms, your shoulder, everything is connected to each other. Bones of upper limb include clavicle, scapula, humerus, radius and ulna. So these are all scientific words which is just for your information, not for your study or your explanation. Next we'll move to the lower limb. Lower limb means the part which is below the stomach, that is the thigh, leg and foot. That is called your lower limb. After that we will study about bones. So bones are very rigid organs. You must have seen, just press your skin, you will get to know that there's a hard material inside your body, right? So that are known as bones. Every single person has a skeleton made up of many bones. You must have seen a skeleton like this, right? So everybody, everyone is made of this kind of skeleton, and all the skin is covered over this. So therefore a body is made, and the body is made from bones and muscles that supports and protects the various organs of the body and produces red white blood cells and store minerals. So therefore the skeletal is the major structure, but afterwards where you have all the skin, inside that you all have your blood cells and other things which is needed for your growth of your body. It's time to look at your bones. Now, do you know how many bones are there inside your body? There are 206 bones inside your body, and everyone has that number only. So 206. If anyone asks how many bones are there in a body, then you will answer there are 206 bones inside a human body. Next, we'll see something about muscle. Muscle is your skinny part. Your skinny part means under the skinny part, which is just a soft tissue found in the animals. Muscles are the engine that makes your body work, and they function to produce force and motion. So muscles tells us you to move, to do some work, to do some activity. So if your muscles will be strong, you can do some work. Okay, the human skin is outer covering of the body. The skin which you can see is the outer covering of the body, but the skin is the largest organ of the human body. So which is the largest organ of the body? We have so many organs in our body, right? So therefore skin which is all over surrounded to your body is known as the largest organ of your body. We have learnt in this chapter about head, your body parts, your bones, your muscles and the skin, right? So many parts we have learnt, or so many things we have learnt in this. So if you have understood, please do let us know, and we will move to the next by the next video.